New album. What's the name of that?
It's going to be called Street Machine.
And is it different from anything you've done before, would you say?
Oh, of course not.
No, all right.
No.
Still rock and roll.
Yeah, it's rock and roll. Only way it's different is that I produced it, and it's really much more like what myself and the band really represents. To where in the past, when you have an outside producer, sometimes they get you to do things that aren't really you. But this is me. This album is really me. But it's basically the same. It's rock and roll with a couple serious songs on it. You know, I always have to get serious once in a while.
Yeah. Right. I've heard some tracks off your live album. It sounds great. What's it like for you, a concert this big? Is that the best way to do it? Do you like them smaller? How do you feel about that?
Well, it depends, you know. Like sometimes you're in the mood for a night in the lights with a small place and real intimate. And you get a lot of magic and a lot of energy happening. But at a place like this, when it happens, there's nothing like it. But it can also go really sideways on you, you know, like if it starts raining or if something happens to distract that many people, boy, you never get them back. But, you know, once you got them and it's all happening, it's the greatest feeling in the world. We've been doing these all summer, on weekends only.
And where do you go from here now?
Washington, D.C. with Boston, their last show.
Well, you hear the crowd out there now. It sounds like they're not going to be distracted very easily.
Yeah, they just seen me. I don't know what's going on. I guess they enjoy the music. Somebody started playing music, man, and this crowd's ready to go, I guess.
Laurie?
Okay, tell us the name of your new LP one more time.
Street Machine.
Okay, we'll be looking for that on August 9th, right?
Yeah, that's
okay, thanks for talking to us, Sammy Hagar, and we'll see you on stage later on.
Good show.
Laurie? Thanks, backstage. We're going out now to the stage where General Max Floyd is about to be introduced as leader of the Rock and Roll Army at KY102. I believe they're getting set with the announcement right now. We'll go down to the stage. Maybe you can hear some of the announcements. And in the meantime, we'll relay a little, Katey, you see what's going on down there? Go ahead.
We've got some action shots going on. People are down there on the field. It rained earlier. The rain has stopped. But what we have going is people are using their bodies as a giant bowling ball and knocking down other people. It looks like great fun. Here they go. They're running in a mass and they hit the tarp and slide. That looks like great
And they take out several.
Really?
Somebody just did a 360. Well, they're getting quite a crowd response on that.
Right.
I wonder if we can get a traffic report from Stan Andrews real quickly here.
Absolutely. Let me tell you how it looks up here, Ray. The only problem I see for traffic would be on I-70 eastbound. A better way to come in would probably be 435 because I-70 eastbound is a little bit quite congested at this point in time. 435, take Stadium Drive or Raytown Road exit off of there and you'll probably be safe. But I-70 eastbound is a little bit congested, so you might want to try to avoid that if you're coming in from 435. Take one of the direct exits off of 435. I'll tell you, the weather up here, it looks like out to the southwest, we've got a little bit of something brewing, but I believe it'll pass over with no problem. At least that's the information I got from the Weather Bureau before we left the airport. It looks like there is a little bit of a storm system, but it's nothing to worry about. Most of the heavy stuff, as I understand it, has already passed over, so it looks like we're going to rock and roll. Ray?
Thank you, Stan. Back here at 102 Concert Control, looking down at some of the posters down on the field. Katey, there seems to be, there's one down there that says, we're from West Virginia, showing how, show to rock Kansas City, something like that.
Well, there goes our sliders again.
Yeah.
The crowd is really enjoying these sliders.
Here we go. Here, I think what we're waiting for right now is the introduction of Max Floyd, General Max Floyd with the Rock and Roll Army at KY102. I don't know if we'll have that in the next couple minutes or not.
Right, they've been showing pictures up on the scoreboard of Max Floyd in full uniform.
Oh.
And he's still recruiting people for his Rock and Roll Army.
I might add that today our coverage is sponsored by Flat Creek Records and Tapes. And I just wanted to mention that they're in Independence. We'd love to have you stop by there. I'll tell you what we're going to do. We'll go back and play some more music for you. And if we have the start of the show, we'll come back live to Arrowhead Stadium for more coverage of Summer Rock 79.
This is Summer Rock 79 on KY102. This portion sponsored by Flat Creek Records and Tapes, 291 in Salisbury and Independence. Saved during their grand opening sale on albums from the Cars, Missouri, Sammy Hagar, and Ted Nugent.
live at Arrowhead Stadium, where it looks like they're set to go now with the stage announcements. We wanted to get that on the air as they're going to introduce the General Rock and Roll Army, Max Floyd. Momentarily, Jay Cooper, Dick Wilson up on the stage. John Hart, a host of photographers up there. I'm sure that the General will want to get his picture taken, Katey.
Oh, yes, definitely. He isn't in full uniform. However, he does have his spirit with him, and I think his rock and rollers are here today.
His field marshal cap is on. He's got his field marshal cap on.
Good.
Looks like, well, let's describe the stage for you real quickly here. We've got two massive banks of speakers on both sides of the stage for those of you that aren't here. Looks like the stage is completely covered in the middle, and
in anticipation of the rain, I believe.
it's not going to rain, though. It looks like it's clearing up now. The sun is shining presently at Arrowhead Stadium. And I might add that people are still filing in, and there are tickets on sale out at the Arrowhead. The booths outside of Arrowhead is the only place you can buy tickets for $15 today for Summer Rock 79.
And something you aren't going to want to miss. So, if you're at home and you want something to do, come on out here. Here we go.
They just introduced Max Floyd. I think Chris wants to make a couple announcements before we begin here. They just introduced him. He'll be stepping out to the front of the stage shortly here. Missouri has just been introduced. They're on the stage now. There you have it. Start of Summer Rock 79, right on schedule.
Everybody is ready to rock and roll today.
Missouri on stage right now. We'll return with more live coverage of Summer Rock on KY 102.
For Dr. Pepper, here's England Dan and John Ford Coley.
You can hear me right now.
Let me tell you how it looks. Actually, quite well as far as the traffic goes. We've got a little bit of a problem on I-70 eastbound. If you're going that way, you might swing on to 435. Probably have better luck coming in on Stadium Drive or Raytown Road, one of those two. I see a major weather line out to the far east. We're not sure. We're checking on that right now just to see exactly where it's going to go, but it looks like it's going to go to the north, and it just might miss us entirely. We're keeping an eye on that system. As far as the traffic goes, again, I say no major problems. It looks real good for rock and roll. So if you're swinging out that way, you might get on 435, probably have better luck coming in on Stadium Drive or Raytown Road, one of those two. For the second or third year in a row, Stan Andrews flying high over Arrowhead Stadium for Summer Rock 79.
Thank you, Stan. As Missouri has just completed their first number of the afternoon, they got started about 7 minutes early here.
They are just starting everybody out really good.
Looks like it's going to be a great show. 40,000 plus here. We want you to come on out. If we can get you to do so, please come on out to Arrowhead Stadium. It's happening today. We want you to be part of Kansas City rock and roll
Tickets
history.
are still available, too,
Right.
at the booths.
102 with live coverage of Summer Rock 79 from Arrowhead Stadium. Rock 79 from Arrowhead Stadium. I'm Ray Sherman. With me in the 102 control is Laurie Lyon. Laurie, our coverage today is sponsored by Flat Creek Records and Tapes in Independence.
I've spent a lot of time backstage today, and I've also spent a lot of time down on the field. And we were telling you earlier on about this water sliding on the tarp. It's great. They've got 3 different basic techniques to water slide. One of them is to curl up and do it on your back. The other one is to flatten yourself out and do it on your stomach. And the other one is to do it flat, but you roll over as you move along. And evidently the game seems to be for a group of people to stand as sort of like bowling pins, and the rest of the people slide across the tarp and try and knock them down, and the others have to leap out of the way. It's a great game.
Let's go up to the airplane right now. Stan Andrews above Arrowhead Stadium might be able to tell us what's going on with traffic. Stan?
Okay, Ray. No major problems as it is right now. What we have is a clearing situation. It looks real nice on the highway down there. I-70 is cleared up for the most part, eastbound. You can still make your best time, though, and probably get closest to the stadium if you get off of 435 and go in Stadium Drive, or else Raytown Road, either one of those 2 exits. So get you closer to the stadium. Parking-wise, one whole side is full, but if you come in from the east like that, instead of coming in off of I-70, you'll get closer to the stadium, get a better parking space, and probably get to the concert quicker that way. The eastbound lane, again, of I-70 is pretty clear for the most part, so it's wide open. We can get in just about any way we want to. As far as the weather goes, no major change. There's still a system out to the east that we can see, and we're just kind of keeping an eye on that. Most of the storm, though, the system is to the south of this area. We can just see the trailing edge over Independence. So it looks like it's going to be a pretty good day for rock and roll, that's for sure. And we'll be standing by up here and letting you know how things are going as it looks from the air at Summer Rock 79. Back to you, Ray.
Thank you, Stan. By the way, our coverage of Summer Rock 79 continues on KY102. Stick around.
There's a